Well, hello and welcome back, and thanks for coming back. Where are we? That's what you're wondering. Well, it's quite early in the morning and we're in downtown Peyia. We're in midtown Peyia, and there's a lot of digging going on, so we've had to take a little bit of a diversion, and we're now heading back down to the main Coral Bay or Peyia Road to Paphos. So you sit back, you relax, kick off those flip-flops, pour yourself a tot or two, and we're heading back to Paphos. So this will be, what should we say, 2 to 3 videos, so don't forget to keep coming back if you want to know the road from Peyia all the way to downtown Paphos. And it's a truly spectacular day indeed. And I've got a nice coffee in my hand, which was bought courtesy of the superstar known as Dayman. Now, on that note, if you're wondering how the channel is funded, well, why not click through to our About page and hunt us down on the Buy Me a Coffee platform. Go and hit that little Buy Me a Coffee icon and perhaps buy us a coffee or two or more and help us to keep the channel afloat, help us to put some benzene in the big old girl, and we can travel around and make special videos especially for you. And if you want an extra special video, again, go and buy us a few of those little coffee things and tell us where you want us to go, and we'll make that special video for you. And you can also join us as a superstar member and take all of the complexity out of it, isn't it? And just do it automatically on a monthly basis and be a superstar member. Where are we now? Well, we're heading into Lower Peyia, and this is the road that will link us to the main road from Coral Bay all the way through Cassoniga, through Clorica, into Mutablos, along to the King's Road or Avenue, whichever you choose to call it, and then we'll be in downtown Paphos. And the weather's spectacular, by the way. The weather girl, if you're curious to know, Miss Dawn and Mr. Sean. We've got a lovely little cat called Miss Daisy and a spectacular and very clever dog called Mr. Bobo. Well, Miss Dawn and Mr. Sean are partying on the island of Kos in downtown Greece. Yes, they're somewhere, I'm not sure if it's the Mediterranean Sea or the Aegean Sea. Either way, it's blue. And their weather, so they were telling me, was 28 degrees yesterday. Doesn't seem fair. Their weather's better than our weather. So that's it. We're moving. We're going to move to downtown Kos and maybe pop over to Crete as well. Corfu Roads, that's where Miss Andrea's going, isn't it? And you never know, pop over or swim over to downtown Marmaris and have a bit of a mosey on down and see what it's like. Now, there is a little bit of greyness in the sky, but remember, it's quite early in the morning, so don't worry about it. I promise you that the weather forecast today is in and around 25 to 26 degrees. So that's not bad, because we're only in the middle of May, and I'll let you into a little secret. I don't want to upset anybody, but they have told us the day after tomorrow that it's going to rain. Oh my goodness, what's going on? It's like living in the UK or perhaps downtown Poland if your name is Miss Anna Starr and you've got a husband called Mr. Thomas and a spectacular son, the second greatest lawyer in downtown Poland, and his name is Mr. Bart. So a big good morning to you, my superstar Miss Anna Starr. Now, this is the main road. As you notice, we took a left onto the main highway, and it says there Paphos, straight on. It's around about 15 kilometres if I remember correctly, so around about 10 miles or so, and we will be in downtown Paphos on a truly spectacular day indeed. Now, did everyone enjoy the little movie of the night with Dayman dancing in it? She was a little bit shy, but don't worry, we're going to get her on camera again because she's in Paphos for another 2 weeks. So yeah, she's a wealthy girl today, so she's booked herself in for 3 weeks this time, and of course she's coming back in September, and she's promised to bring some chuchka boots with her. So as time goes on, she's going to become the dancing star of the little channel known as Marika and me. Now, if you do like what you see, it means a lot to us for you to hit that like. It doesn't cost you a single penny. If you want to keep coming back for more of this nuttiness or madness as we call it, why not subscribe so you always get the updates? Again, it costs you nothing, but now and again click through to our About page and perhaps buy us a nice little coffee or two. Now, on the right hand side now, you can probably see a little bit of blueness over the weeds and the grass. That is the Cassoniga Bay, and of course sitting on the cusp of that blue blue Mediterranean Sea, is the CU Beach Bar. That's coming up in a few seconds, and that's had a bit of a refurb. It's had some new decking floors, some new sea breaks are put in, and they've brought in a bit more sand, and they've transformed it quite nicely. So if you've not been there, well, if you went there last year and you go this year, yes, the view's the same. The service will be good, the drinks and the food will be exceptional, but the surroundings are that little bit more salubrious. I mean, to be honest, it's more suitable now for a king and a queen, and of course we've got a few of them on the channel. It's quite exclusive, you know, it's a very, very exclusive club. But we've got my cousin King James all the way up in Scotland. He's got his beautiful queen, Miss Karine, and of course they've got a daughter. And of course, if you are a king and your wife is a queen and you've got a daughter, well, that must mean that you've got a princess, and of course her name is Princess Darlie. Good morning to you, my dear, good morning. And there is another king and there is another queen on the channel. Yes, there's been promotions all round. Yes, pour yourself a tot or two, get your bottom on the memory foam pillow, because this road's a little bit Sherlock Holmes coming up. But if your name was Lady Caroline and your name was Lord Big Guns, not anymore. Oh no, oh no, it's now Queen. Oh, so sweet Caroline. And of course, it's King Nigel with all the big guns. There we are. And just down the road, well, it's a long way down the road, is a couple of dukes. And there are Dukes of Hazzard, or as I call them, a couple of pains. Duke Jeremy and Duke Simon and the head removal crew are frantically on their way to you. And I promise you, when they catch you, they're the guys hanging out in that black Jeep. Yes, those are the guys. They're going to behead you by the side of the road in downtown Cardiff, that's for sure. And then I'm going to mallet you when they deliver me their heads back to sunny Cyprus. Anyway, where are we now? Downtown Kissonaga on a spectacular day indeed. And it is a spectacular day. It's just quite early in the morning, although there's got a lot of traffic on the road, isn't it? Because we've got that little bit of a gloominess before the sun really lights up in the sky and cooks the living daylights out of us. And I promise you, it's going to. And the forecast long range, by the way, June and July and August, September, they are predicting a very, very hot and a very, very long summer indeed. So if you're looking for that perfect place to come for your holidays, Cyprus, in particular Paphos, could be, and that special place for you. This is downtown Kissonaga, by the way. And if you take a left up there, you'd wiggle and you waggle up to the village. That's the older part. Although there's some new parts up there, obviously. If you take a right down there, you'd go to the Cynthiana Beach Hotel, and there's various other restaurants and bits and bobs, and a lovely beachfront, and they've done a bit of paving and, well, jazzing it up for the summer. It looks quite nice. And there's a coastal pathway from here, by the way. You can actually walk all the way to downtown Paphos. Bit of a long way. I mean, unless your name, of course, is JJ Tonic, Miss Justine, and your partner in crime is Mr. Andy, and, well, you're super fit, so that's not too bad. Put a baseball cap on your head, as long as it's blue, grab a bottle of water, and off you go. And it's probably going to take you, what, hour and a half, 2 hours to go from here? Me? Well, I die on the way, so I'll just stick to driving around in the old gas-guzzling girl known as the Black Beauty. Now, don't forget to come back a bit later if you want to see the blonde beauty, Chuchka, dancing her way down the Kid of Paphos Harbour and Promenade area. And we're going to go and storm a few hotels, by the way, over the next couple of weeks. We've been in negotiations with one or two of them, and they said, yes, come on, you can pop in and promote us if you want. And on top of that, don't forget, if you are going to go on the Ocean Vision, that's the big boy in the Paphos Harbour. We made a video on that the other night. Don't forget, please tell them at Sexy Roxy and of course Major Tom or whoever else might be on the tills, shall we say, that you saw it on Marika and me and we sent you along, because you never know, we might manage to extract €1 or 2 from them in commission, and then you won't have to buy so many coffees. It's as simple as that, isn't it? We are becoming like a little bit of a mafia, coffee mafia, shall we call it. Anyway, downtown Kissonaga on a truly spectacular morning, and it really is a nice day. And what was that thing that overtook me, Mr. Andy? What was that thing? That blue thing there? What lunatic wants to buy one of them at a fortune? and then go and spend a fortune sticking silly things all over it to drive round with, well, your teeth drop out and your legs drop off and your arms drop off. And on top of that, when it was first designed in, I don't know, when was it, 1921, it was rubbish then, and it really was. It was absolutely rubbish. And the car just got worse. But somehow, without trying to insult anybody, it's become, I don't know, cult. I'm sorry. It's up there with electric cars, and you're not going to get me in one of them, that's for sure. Now, the new Land Rover Discovery, well, or the new Land Rover Defender, well, that's a different kettle of fish. They're very posh. They're for salubrious people. You know, if your name's Mr. Sean, you've got a beautiful wife called Mr. Dawn. Dawn? Mr.? No, Miss Dawn. Sorry about that. And you like to, well, mosey on down to the island of Kos. Well, it's a very, very nice car indeed, isn't it? And then, of course, there's another gentleman we know. He's not a gentleman, he's actually a sir. And his name, what's going on here? Sir Richard. You've got a beautiful wife called Julie Nash, and my little mate called Viscount Leo. And, of course, sitting in the back with Mr. Blue, the dog, is Sean Broad, the greatest mechanic and the greatest car body workman in the world. And he's looking for a boat. Was that boat big enough for you, Mr. Sean? Was the Ocean Vision big enough for you? Anyway, Miss Andrea, what is going on? These traffic lights, they're frustrating. They really, really are. And they're absolutely everywhere. You know, the next time I go up the main hill from downtown Paphos up to the Kennedy Square, what colour dress will that lady be wearing? Will it be red? Oh, I'll be serenading in a minute Miss Anna Starr, because she wants me to sing the song, Lady in Red, you look beautiful. No, I'm going to stop right now. Other people aren't going to start to unsubscribe like lunatics. Well, they already are, aren't they? Anyway, what colour dress will the next girl be wearing? Will it be red? Will it be beige? Will it be blue? Will she be wearing a dress at all? You never know. She may be in jeans and a blouse or something like that. Anyway, I look forward to that next trip, because it seems to me that everyone can outwalk anybody up that hill to Kennedy Square. The congestion and the traffic lights and the idiocy, that's a new word I've come up with it, in downtown Paphos. Anyway, if you want to race an old S-Class up the hill, drop it in the comments, give us the time, and we'll start off. And I'm pretty sure that you will win, and the coffees will be on you. So I'm going to say thanks for watching, and if you do like what you see, want to hit that like, click the subscribe, and perhaps come back for a little bit more of my complete and utter madness. This is downtown Clorica, by the way. Come back for the next video, and we're going to mosey on down through Paphos. Please forgive the potholes. The roads are absolutely Sherlock Holmes.